All right, let's see who's going to be my guest today.
Rabbi Ephraim, Shalom Ubracha.
Shmuly Zand and Moshe Fine. Two lawyers, two attorneys, which we're going to discuss something very important today. Shmuly, I will start with you.
It's a pleasure to have you. We've done so many deals together. To finally meet you in person is a real schos. I wanted to just bring to your attention, I see that you're involved in so many partnerships and business arrangements, besides for the real estate transactions, but you're constantly showcasing new businesses and community services, and that's where we step in. We fill the void by dealing with your partnership agreements, business agreements, and I want to just tell you, there's been so much money saved by papering and putting the pen to paper with respect to a efficient agreement, a well-worded and well-protective agreement. We do partnership agreements and business agreements, and it saves in the long run tremendous amount of money. I want to introduce you Moshe Fine, my partner that heads up the business transactions with 30 years experience.
I have 30 years business experience. Started my career doing high-tech business transactions in Israel. I do business transactions now, helping people buy and sell businesses, helping people put together partnership arrangements. Just the other day, someone came to me to look at a partnership agreement and wanted to make sure that they were safe. This was an agreement that was put together, form agreement that some other attorney had put together, but hidden among the clauses was a provision that they would be on the hook for all of the guarantees and obligations of the business. And having a good attorney review your documents can help save you a lot of time and money in the long run.
Amazing.
It's so important when you go into a business to remember that the few dollars that you spend up front will likely save you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in the long run.
Shmuly, tell us like an example, one or two, where you saw like this was written in the contract and that's why you saved $100,000 for your client.
Well, right off the bat, I can tell you, I see when there's not a Besdin provision properly written in there that goes along with the New Jersey requirements, it could be a disaster just until the parties can agree on which Besdin to go to. That could drag things out for years in its own right. But when you say, let's agree ahead of time on which Besdin, who's going to oversee it, and the fact that it's binding arbitration saves an unbelievable amount of money in the long run.
Shmuly, just today, someone came to me and they wanted me to include into the agreement that we should choose the arbitration organization, we should choose the Besdin sometime later on when we're in the middle of an argument. And I said to them, if you can't agree now, you're not going to agree later, so you're not going to get to arbitration, you're not going to get to a Besdin. I said, you got to work together now and you got to come to an agreement now. The whole purpose of an agreement is to put down clearly what the obligations and responsibilities of the parties are, so that chas v'shalom, something could happen later on, you don't have a dispute, you have a clear guide of how to deal with your problems.
It's not only for partnerships. You told me it's also for like if you hire an employee or if...
Correct. The scope of agreements that we review and that we negotiate run the gamut. Whether a person is in middle of a buyout of a company or mergers and acquisitions, purchasing a new company, or vendor agreements. We have HVAC companies that work with nursing home companies. Every time they deal with another nursing home company, it's another agreement, it's another NDA. We deal with employment agreements. The question is, how do we do it? We coined a phrase called hyper-communication. What does that mean? It's the art of seamless and real-time communication with all parties involved in a transaction. Just the other day, two brokers in the same week said to me, wow, I'm in this chat with you and the client and the brokers, and it's crazy efficient how real-time things are moving in the right direction. That's that's our aim and that's our goal. So Ephraim, to summarize, when it comes to business, we do business agreements, partnership agreements, operating agreements, buy-ins, buyouts, mergers and acquisitions. And of course, as you and I both know from our dealings together, we handle all aspects of transactional real estate, and of which, by the way, there's a lot of overlap, and leasing we do. And if you want to reach out to us, you can business WhatsApp us at 646-820-8579. You could check out the content that we post on our statuses. You could call Moshe's cell at 216-691-9775. You could reach us online at zandfine.com. and any other way you'd like, we're accessible.
Thank you, Shmuly. It was a pleasure meeting you. And the same here goes with you, Moshe. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.